Listen, I apologize that I'm not the greatest with names. Now, I do think I got everyone's names right, except freaking Tamaki. Haruhi, on the other hand, I just say Haru just because I'm used to saying Haru based off of Fruits Basket, but that's besides the point. What's up, guys? My name is Section from the Deviants, and today we're going to be reacting to Ouran High School Host Club Season 1, Episode 10. In the last episode, we had a visit from the Lobelia School, and the three girls from the Zuka Club saw Haruhi and said, "Oh, you're being dragged down by the host club. Let us take you over to our school," in which no one was okay with. Thus, chaos ensued. Everyone from the host club turned into women. There was banana pills that destroyed everyone. All in all, good time. So without further ado, let's get straight on into it. Make sure the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hey, baby, you're my love. Even Kiyoya? Oh, they're at Fujioka's house. Oh my goodness. Talk about a commoner.
Hey everyone, why don't you
It has to be someone's dream. This is impossible. I think this is what they think a commoner lives.
I'm sorry. We don't
Why does she have
cups,
the
but we do have
indents? Like she
Here.
has been starving for 3 years.
What's with this place? She lives here? Maybe it's some kind of set.
I hope so.
Okay, what was that?
Since you guys decided to come by at
She has
lunchtime,
stitched
my dad
together
said it would be
clothes.
rude if I didn't offer you something to eat. We've been fasting for 3 days to save up money to buy some.
3 days, 3 years. Pretty close.
Ta-da! A sushi sampler. It was marked down at the supermarket. How about that? I never tasted
Not
it.
fancy
till
tuna.
now.
That's not fancy
It's
tuna.
delicious.
What? No, Haruhi! That's just regular old tuna! It's by no means fancy!
Okay, yeah, it was his dream. Tamaki's dream. What's with this pitter-patter? There's no way his legs run that fast.
Anything we can do for you?
I need to get going.
Chief of Staff.
Please bring the car around front at once.
Yes.
Hold it right there, Master Tamaki. I can't let you leave the house like that. You're
Oh,
still wearing
gosh.
your pajama bottoms and your house slippers.
No, those footsteps were for pitter-patter.
Today is Sunday, which means you don't have to go to school today, sir.
Oh, really? Well, why didn't you make me aware of that fact earlier?
Since you suddenly have some free time on your hands,
That is a
why don't
good
we work
person.
on your manners?
Where's the parents at? Not the Infinite Void.
Someone bring me a phone!
Sure. Hey, Kyoya, there's something I need to talk to you about.
They're gonna make it a trip, a Sunday trip. It's not gonna be that bad.
Some sale. There's no better time to hit the supermarket than a Sunday morning.
I wish there were sales. I mean, there is. I'm just too lazy to find them. Ah, Rolls Royce.
Check out that car.
Mercedes.
Here you are, Master.
Wearing the same outfits as his dream.
Where Haruhi lives?
It's pretty big, huh?
Kyoya! Why'd you bring these idiots with us? Especially those two doppelgangers!
Well, you see, I knew you didn't have the courage to come here alone, so I thought it'd
True.
be best if everyone came along.
Is this for some kind of movie shoot or something?
Rich people! Rich people!
Now listen up, men.
Rich people.
We must be polite. This is a casual, we just happen to be in the neighborhood kind of visit.
Why were you in the neighborhood? For the sale in the supermarket?
Don't say anything that might offend Haruhi or her father and cause them to ask us to leave.
Well, it's too late for that. Go away!
You're gonna fall head over heels with the dress.
That dress is pretty cute!
Shut up! Get the hell out of here!
Haruhi's so mad she actually cursed at us!
Those young men are driving such fancy foreign cars. They're not Yakuza, are they?
No,
Do you want
they're
me to
not.
call
I mean,
the police
understandable.
for you?
Pleased to meet you, madame. My name's Suo. I'm one of Haruhi's friends.
Is his name Suo? It is Suo. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's no problem.
He's too good at this. That laugh.
Look, I brought you a gift, Haru-chan. I know how you love cake. There's both chocolate and
Ooh.
strawberry.
Fine, guess I'll make some tea.
Good job, honey.
At least it's better than my dream.
Not a hovel.
Great! Thanks for inviting us in.
Yeah,
Did
thanks.
she?
It's greatly appreciated.
Yes, thanks, Haruhi.
I don't think she did.
Talk about small.
Ow.
I know it's a tight fit in here, men, but just pull your knees in and sit gym style. Come.
They're acting as is, like the end of the world.
Here's an idea. Why don't you make us this? It's
Instant?
black tea that our father brought us
Oh.
as a souvenir from Africa.
Do you have milk?
I think. When was the last time that I bought some milk?
Stop it! What the hell are you doing? Don't be so mean to her, you idiots! Look! She has no idea how she's supposed to prepare it!
She doesn't even have a teapot.
She's too embarrassed.
I'm pretty sure she has a
to tell
teapot.
us that She doesn't.
There's a teapot right there.
I've already made it.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
Well, then in that case.
Man, that was a close one, boss.
We have been rescued by Commoner's wisdom. The first person to embarrass Haruhi loses.
Okay, is it just them three?
While your antics are amusing, I don't understand why you feel the need to turn this into a contest.
It's them three. Everything's a contest with Haruhi.
Come on, Haru-chan. You can choose your cake first.
You sure, honey senpai?
Go
You better pick
ahead.
chocolate.
We're rich. We eat this kind of stuff all the time.
Well, in that case...
Trying to be considerate. Who did that?
You like strawberries, right?
Oh, okay.
You can have mine.
Thanks. That's nice of you, Mori senpai.
Why did we think of that?
I should have been sharing strawberries with her!
We let him trick us.
And losing to Mori-san.
Well then, what's for lunch?
Why don't you just order us all some of your favorite sushi?
Thanks, but no thanks.
Some fancy
I
tuna?
know that if I let you guys pay, I'll only regret it later.
Oh, don't worry, Haruhi.
Really? Got that Amex card.
I do have a friend who runs a nice little sushi shop nearby, so I can just give him a call. Their stuff's pretty high quality. Be careful, Haruhi. Just because the sushi's packaging says premium doesn't mean that it's high quality.
And you
I'm
lost.
not stupid.
I'd really love it if you'd make us something for lunch, Haru-chan.
No, honey senpai. How did you ask that of her?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Restrain yourself!
I guess I could whip something up. I'm gonna have to go to the supermarket again.
Yeah.
We're coming with you.
Oh, this could be a learning experience.
Heck yeah. I don't think you guys have been to like an actual supermarket.
This is gonna be fun!
Hey, senpai. Aren't you coming with us?
I am. I just wanted to pay my respects to your mother before we left.
Aw.
Thank you. I'm not really a good judge of
There's some
beauty,
great
but
points
she
for
was smart.
Tamaki.
She was a lawyer.
Oh, yeah?
A
No doubt
lawyer?
she was a great lawyer, I can tell. Everyone's outside waiting for us. We should probably get going, don't you think?
Gosh dang it. You even checked.
That hurt.
You better not be on top of her.
Are you okay, Haruhi?
I'm fine, but you are kind of heavy.
I'm home, Haruhi. Hey, why'd you leave the door open?
Welcome home, Dad.
What?
At that moment, her father came home.
From his shift at the tranny bar.
He saw his daughter pinned down,
Or so it appeared.
forcefully being held.
Or so it appeared.
So it appeared.
Just stay calm. It was an accident. I'm sure he'll understand if
I don't think he would
explain
understand.
what happened.
I'm sorry. I hated having to leave you alone last night. You must have been lonely.
Completely understand.
I could sure use a cup of hot tea about now. Hot tea?
There's some African tea.
For you. Do you use firewood to boil it, Haruhi?
Hey, boss, what in the world is taking you so long?
Check it out. That person we passed downstairs was Haruhi's father.
Get her! Counter! Help me out here!
It's nice to meet you, Haruhi's dad. You finally put the moves on Haruhi, huh, boss? Sorry about him. He's a ladies' man.
Treadmilling
if you know
on
what
him.
I mean.
Oh gosh, you are destroying his reputation.
I care about Haruhi like she's my own daughter.
Okay, understand it. He's an idiot.
I get it. You must be the host club I've heard so much about. You two are third years Mitsukuri Haninosuka
Okay.
and Takashi
Haruhi has talked a lot about
and
them.
the two of you are first years in the same class as Haruhi. Kyoya told me about you two over the phone.
You know, you really are a beautiful person, Ranka.
Of course, Kyoya.
It is only natural that we introduce ourselves and give him periodic reports. Ordinarily, that would be your job, wouldn't it?
Why didn't you say that you've been getting calls from Kyoya-senpai?
What am I supposed to do, Haruhi? You rarely tell me anything about school.
True.
So that makes it okay to talk behind my back? Come on, senpai, would you please stop growing mushrooms in other people's closets?
Haruhi?
This explains why she's so good at handling the boss.
Wait, Haruhi!
Haruhi, where are you going?
Makes sense.
Supermarket, all right?
Wait, we want to go to the commoner supermarket.
I wouldn't push it. Once she's made her mind up, she'll never change it. When she decided she wanted to go to
Mushroom
Ouran
room.
Academy, she did all of the enrollment paperwork by herself.
Hey, Haruhi! I brought your dad home. He's drunk himself stupid again.
Oh, hello, my darling. I'm home.
You smell like a bar.
He's pretty upset about not getting to go to Bring Your Parents to School Day today. You should invite him next time.
I can't.
Why not?
I didn't invite you because you work so hard. I thought you could use the time off.
Aw, being considerate.
I hope you boys know how grateful I am. Since she's found you, she seems to be happier. She's enjoying herself.
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree, Tamaki-suo?
You know who I am?
Well,
Of
of
course.
course I do. Haruhi's told me a thing or two about you.
She talks about the host club at home after all.
Well, it's Tamaki.
Now that we've gotten all the introductions out of the way, how would you boys like to have a little fun?
Like some board games? We play Monopoly? Oh,
So we're going to follow
okay.
her to the supermarket?
This is what you meant by fun?
Yes, I call it the stalking game.
Don't make it too obvious, guys. Too obvious, honey.
As you know, Haruhi lost her mother at a young age, and afterwards she took on all of the household chores and shopping by herself. I decided to start following her whenever she would leave the house. Maybe I'm just being overprotective.
I feel like Haruhi knows that he always watches.
And she has this uncanny ability to affect others without even realizing it.
That's true. I've seen it. I understand.
Oh?
What do you mean you understand? Don't think you're gonna win me over just because you're handsome! From this day forward, you're my enemy!
So much for good impressions.
I followed you here so that I could carry your shopping basket. You know how Daddy loves
Just
accessories.
copying
now why don't
the
you
dad.
just hand it over?
You're so weird. Was there anything in particular you wanted to eat?
How about
She's not even focusing on
steamed
everyone
pot?
else.
One with lots of meat in it, no chrysanthemum.
That's a great idea. It's kind of warm for it, though.
Sir, your jawline is immaculate.
One day, my precious little girl will be all grown up. Just thinking about it gets my blood boiling! Here, Tamaki. Chrysanthemum. Your favorite.
What's going on here?
Not his favorite. Chrysanthemum. I thought chrysanthemum was a spice. Is it not a spice? I run and run 1,000 miles, and I am barely breathing. Okay, it's a flower. That was close enough. Oh, Tamaki. Tamaki. I get it. I understand. You guys have a very skewed idea of what commoner actually means. And because Tamaki is very, how you say it, enthusiastic, thinking that Haruhi's living this way, it makes sense. Has anyone done this before? I mean, not the pajamas. Hold on, let me find a different picture. This one. Has anyone thought that, like, oh, today's a day for school, or oh, today's a day for work, and then you realize it's Sunday, so you're like, oh, well, never mind. This has happened to me so many times before, where like I'm dressed, I'm ready to go, I go out the door, and I look at my clock, and it's Sunday or Saturday. This actually happened recently because of the time change. I thought since it was like bright and sunny that I was late for work, but in actuality, it was just because of the time change. All right, guys, Mr. Incognito. I am 100% sure that Kiyoya orchestrated all of this. Because I can definitely see Kiyoya knowing the address to Haruhi's house because he has a record on literally everything. And on top of that, because he's been speaking to the dad all these weeks or months, it probably would have been easy for Kiyoya to ask dad, like, hey, we're coming over, just expect us. Because I believe everybody else would have a much harder time. And I just loved how hard of a time Tamaki and the twins were having trying to not offend Haruhi, and how the stuff that they found like offensive, like, oh my gosh, Haruhi could like feel like embarrassed about, turns out those are the ones that actually made Haruhi happy. Like when Takashi gave her the extra strawberries and Honey mentioned like her like, oh, could you make something to eat? Now, to be fair, if I was Haruhi and someone asked me to make something, I would have been like, let's just go out to eat and use your guys' money. I was definitely leaning towards Kiyoya's idea of just ordering for sushi. And these three made a competition, of course, like how it always is, of who wasn't going to embarrass Haruhi first. And as with any of these competitions, I expect Tamaki to lose. And it's not just because he's an idiot, but it's because it has to do with Haruhi. And anything that has to do with Haruhi, he just like loses. And he lost because he gave a letter to her saying like, hey, don't trust the sushi even though it says premium, which was like basically diminishing her like knowledge on the subject. Now this moment I enjoyed, because as with like a lot of instances in the show, there is a moment where Tamaki is like the best boy. He's very genuine, very kind. He's very kind of like aware of being sentimental in a sense. Like with all the times he acts as a child, there's moments like this where you could see like a hint of maturity. And then we get the banana peel. Here's the thing. Before this, I saw Tamaki pat the floor. Like he was checking to make sure that when he got up, nothing was happening. At first, I believed the banana peel was being put there by the monkeys. But now I just believe the banana peel is this ethereal being who is basically like the god of this world, who sets things in motion by people stepping on him. Like instead of them pointing their fingers and things happening, they want to be a part of the action. They transform into a banana peel, and then they just make people slip on them. And of course, this happens in perfect timing when the dad comes. Great first impression, President, because he gets thrown into a wall so hard that his face has made an imprint on the wall. And thus we get this knowledge that Kiyoya has been talking to him this whole time, giving them constant updates, which seems like a very Kiyoya thing to do. Then Dad mentions that when it comes to Tamaki, that he has heard a lot of him from Haruhi. And now he hasn't said anything about Haruhi mentioning any of the other people, right? When the other people came into play, he was talking about Kiyoya mentioning them. So we're seeing some, I wouldn't call favoritism, but like biased. And because she went to the supermarket, they followed her because the dad just loves keeping an eye on her, making sure everything's okay. And I think he comes to the conclusion that I think the other group members have kind of also come to the conclusion is that Tamaki is cut from the same cloth as the father, because he used the same line. He's very eccentric and stuff like that. And the father has come to a further conclusion that he knows Haruhi is going to grow up eventually. Therefore, she's going to leave the nest, and that he has to just prepare when it eventually happens. But anyways, that was my reaction to Ouran High School Host Club Season 1, Episode 10. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.